Alright, we are here to do a review for the Panther women. That's not... wait. The Panther... There we go. It's got the title in English. Because it's got the like original cover. Because it's a Mexican film. Yes, it says Mexico. No, wait. Yeah, it does. It says Mexico. And it also says Spanish language. Oh. They normally have like another cover inside, but this one does not. I guess maybe they only have one cover. I think I used the one cover. This one's a fun little rock. I kind of picture it like it's very much like a Batman episode. Like if you ever watched Adam West Batman, in a little way, this what it feels. It feels so 60s. It feels so 60s. If you've watched 60s TV shows, which I've watched a lot of Star Trek. Oh, I say what a lot of Star Trek. I've seen all of Star Trek. I watched all of Adam West Batman. Like, those are the main ones I've seen. I've seen some other ones, but this just it so much feels like that kind of vibe. This movie, like it's definitely not. It doesn't have that kind of movie quality. Like, I'm trying to think of a movie in my collection that's from the 60s, and I am drawing a blank. I probably have some. There's not. I think there's very few on-location shots. A lot of this is in studios. And you're like, don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's silly as fuck because you've got these random Panther. They call Panther women. They're basically, you have the two kind of luchador women who, well, I guess it shows up. They kind of show up later in the film. This film it's fun. They're basically trying to get revenge on a guy. Oh, it's get revenge on like a family line. So they basically take out the entire family line, which is grandfather, father, and like a daughter. The grandfather's the first one to die. They take him out. Okay, so I might get into spoilers. But what I'll say before the spoilers is it's a fun... If you like 60s stuff, you like a little bit of 60s kind of camp silliness, you could do wrong. You could do wrong. And there's some hot luchador women. I will say one of the things I don't like. I know it's like you think it's like Panther women, but there is like this one luchador guy, and I feel like I mean, to me, I'm just like, well, I feel like it should be it should just purely focus on like the women, because it's like the Panther women, and then you have this other tag team who are the kind of our main heroes, but then you have another a luchador who's called Angel, who's kind of leading everything, and he's also like he's kind of luchador Batman. I'm just like, I mean, I'm obviously applying modern day values to a 60s film, so it's like fair enough, but I'd rather be focused on those. But you know what, it's a 60s film. You just kind of accept these kind of things, that you have to have a male main character, obviously. Women in charge, crazy ideas. This is one of those things. I'm just like, I'm applying modern day values to a 60s film, but just, yeah, if I was doing it, I feel like you should flesh out the two luchador women who seem to be in a lot of it, but they don't really do much. They do some of the fighting, but they really don't do very much, you know. To me, I'm just like, no, they should be doing more. They should be involved in a lot more. I will say, while I've got this, do have this indicator set. I like indicator, but I don't. Okay, I know they've like put these pretty stuff on everything, but I hate a flappy bit. I've said it before. I hate a flappy bit. Just put the details. I know, obviously, it covers up the like front cover. Personally, I don't care. But that's just me. I'd rather just have the details on the actual box. Because now I just have to keep this extra bit of cardboard that's flappy. Because I can, if I don't keep these in like in the box, I normally keep all my Blu-rays in. I keep a whole bunch of Blu-rays in many boxes. I have too many boxes. I may have a few too many Blu-rays. But yeah, I mean, but also that packaging. But look, again, I always say this. Look at the details. I really need to. I've got so many of these. I keep meaning to I need to go through these. I might just take one of these booklets to work and just I'm gonna sit down and read this now. Because the amount of them I have that I'm like, I should really read this, and I never fucking do. I should. They're so good. They're such good sets. This one, I think there's some. Let's talk about some of the features on here. I have it open on my screen, so I'm like, okay, commentary. One thing I will. So on a negative of indicator, they a lot of times will have a description for a thing, and you have to look at the back here and go, what the fuck is that? Before you start queuing it up. And they're like, oh, okay, it's that. And it's like, just put a description of what the special feature is. I know a lot of places don't do these. Because a lot of places just generally, they put a title on the thing, and it's like, what is that? What am I queuing up? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. So, yeah. I think, like I said, your main villains are kind of these cult that worships a guy who is long dead. Basically, yeah, someone old in the family bloodline took down this evil guy. And he's finally getting revenge with these Panther women, but he's also somehow his cult has still survived. His evil cult of women. Like I said, it is very 60s. It's silly. It's fun. The costs. I think when I first saw some of these costumes, where they're just like, it's the Panther women. It's just like, it's so bad. Honestly, just they look terrible, and I love it. It almost adds to the comedy. Very parts of it are like, oh, this is about that. I'm just like, that is hilarious. So some of it just made me giggle because I just thought it was so dumb. But ultimately, it's fun. It says horror, but I've kind of put this more under my kind of fighting thing, personally. It's a little bit horror, but I'm putting it more in fighting because it's more, luchador style stuff, which this will be my third film on my channel doing luchador stuff, because apparently they keep doing these sets. I think I have one more film that I haven't done yet. I've done 4 so far. I probably will do one more at some point. Maybe if I get there's another Santo film that I'm not sure if it is actually a Santo film. Better yeah, this one, it's silly, a little bit silly. Pretty camp, very 60s, very 60s. You love 60s, watch it. Otherwise, don't. But I enjoy it. As someone who likes these kind of things, it was an enjoyable romp. But I'm going to sign off and say to you all, live long and prosper. And we'll see you next time for The Batwoman. The Batwoman. Yes, that is her costume throughout most of the film. Anyway, bye.